It's freezing in this studio. It's freezing so much that you could actually hang meat in here and it's going to freeze. And speaking about fresh meat, fresh blooded meat, today's topic will be 18 Wheels from Hell, 17 Wheels from Hell. What comes after that? 16 Wheels from Hell? 10th wheel from hell? How many wheels do you need to come from hell? You need 6 wheels from hell. Down the Route 66. And that is my movie review for today, or my more like a movie reaction, because I clearly reacted. In the first few minutes, I already reacted with all that carnage. So you are watching Spotlight, and I am JC Crisologo. And because we're reviewing Six Wheel from Hell, I don't consider myself JC Crisologo right now, but JC Crisologo, because this movie drove me crazy. If you're the type of person who loves carnage and gore and a lot of blood, and a little bit of humor, because this is a horror comedy, then you are going to like this movie a lot. This movie is for you. For you bloodthirsty mother truckers out there. And by the way, the main villain in this movie is called Mother Trucker. So, okay. So this movie was directed by Evan Allen. And Evan Allen, I hope that you're very happy that your movie is being reviewed right now. We have to meet in person. Okay. So, I know my director is just giggling behind the camera right now. The cast is Mark Anthony Baca, and he plays Mother Trucker. And Evan Keys plays Alexis. And Malachi Durant, he plays Ethan. And Brana Marie Narayan, I hope I pronounced your name right, Angel. And Kevin L. Landers is Mason. And Mindy Gilkerson is Taylor. And Adriana Garbiso is Detective Cooper. Ooh, I love that. And Bradley Rummery is Detective Ford. And Ricardo Velasquez is Biker Number 1. And Brandon Ventura is Biker Number 2. Of course, if you have Biker Number 1, you have Number 2. And Matthew Woodward plays the husband. Oh, the husband that doesn't have any name. Okay. And Kayla Lozier, wife. Oh, and she's got a name in this movie. Her name is Karen. And also, Alan Smith is Detective Tiny. And also Raymond Elliott is gas station attendant number 1. Maybe I could have been gas station attendant number 10, hiding behind the gas. And Brandon Peterson is gas station attendant number 2. And Colby Jean, or Jean as the way they call it in France, is Mother Trucker's mother. And Brenda Okchipinti, I hope I pronounce your name right. I hope I didn't murder your name as many as the murders committed in this movie. So Brenda plays Trixie Sue, and then Benjamin Robinson is Mother Trucker's father. Oh, so there's Mother Trucker's mother, and then there's the Mother Trucker's father. Oh my goodness. So the synopsis of this movie is a psycho truck driver travels the countryside with his torture chamber of a truck. He's got this torture chamber at the back of his truck. And he has a trail of murders. 4 college-bound teens unfortunately cross his path. And unfortunately, he was able to do some horrific stuff to them. And what do I think about this film? Well, I mean, I was almost about to laugh, except I caught myself laughing at maimed bodies that were hanging in the back of trucks, with missing arms, and some of them were missing heads, and some of them were just heads missing their entire bodies. So it was like a torture chamber kind of museum, and of course there's the proverbial lady that was being tortured to death in this movie. Tortured to death or tortured to life, I don't know. Which goes, I don't know. So it drove me crazy. I was on the edge of my seat. Here I go again with the edge of my seat. The edge of my pant seat again, one more time. And they go from one place to the other down Route 66, and eventually, well, to know what happens eventually, you're gonna have to go on Vudu or Amazon Prime to see this movie. And well, kudos to Evan Allen, who is an independent filmmaker, and I love this about a filmmaker, that they just go out there and create these movies. And I know that it takes huge budget. It's not cheap to make movies, because you have to consider the props, the crew members, and people have to be fed. I've been in film sets before where I almost ate all their potato chips. I'm just kidding. We're running out of potato chips, and it's all because of JC. No, that's what I do when they're filming. I'm just kidding. Eat all their potato chips and soda. I'm just kidding. I'm never going to be invited to set ever again. But anyhow, it's really, really fascinating, the process of filmmaking, and most especially with these independent filmmakers. And once again, Evan Allen, kudos to you for making this movie. I could see that your beautiful actors and actresses were only in it. My only little critique is that, and I noticed that it's not only in your movie but in other independent movies as well. It's almost like when there are two people in a scene having a dialogue, it seems like the other person is waiting for the other person to finish their dialogue. And so that, to the viewer, it's a little bit jolting. I hope you're not going to crucify me for this. But that's, that's my honest to goodness critique, and probably like they do in other movies. I know that they rehearse their lines first before jumping in, and you guys probably did that, and you're probably saying like, how do you know that we didn't rehearse? You weren't even there. Or probably, yeah, maybe you rehearsed, maybe not. So I just noticed that it's like the other actor is waiting for the other person to finish their line, and then there's a pause, and then the other person starts talking. Yeah, that pause is a little bit distracting. So, I mean, I'm sure we've seen a lot of movies where the dialogues just flow, and they just speak their lines to each other like nothing, like very realistic. I don't know, maybe I've been watching too much Mexican telenovelas, and it's that way too, where the other person interrupts the other person, and the other one interrupts the other person, and there's too much interruption that the other person wants to kill the other person. So that's what happens. So anyhow, the movie was quite interesting. To be honest with you, it's not really my cup of tea. It's my glass of Coke. I'm just kidding. But let's see. I'm really confused. I'm really confused. Oh, the director is asking how many stars. How many stars are there in the sky? I don't know, they're countless. I'm just kidding. Well, for me personally, I would give it a 3-star out of 5. I'm giving it a 3-star out of 5. So, and once again, I highly recommend this movie for people who are into this. And like I said, it's not really my cup of tea. Although I did watch Evil Dead Rise, and I thought I wasn't gonna like it because of all the, the bloody carnage and gruesome gore in it. But the story was so amazing that it grabbed me. And that is very important with these types of movie. The storyline should be so, what do you call this? It should capture the heart of the audience. And then, you make a very fascinating and interesting movie if it's done that way. Even if there's a lot of brutal and savagery, carnage, that even if it's one hot bloody mess, it's brutal. See, I even forgot to go to the second segment. So anyhow, that's my critique. Like, it's all about, at the end of the movie, it's all about the storyline. And if there's a strong storyline and your audience has like a very strong emotional attachment to all the primary characters, then this is the, making of a brilliant film, about to be discovered by Hollywood. Okay. So that is my reaction, my shocking reaction to 6 Wheels from Hell, because that's all it takes to come from hell. You need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 wheels from hell. That's what you need. And so I end it now with my 2 taglines. 1, if you're on a diet, don't forget to eat your celery, because it's the veggie that eats you. And also, your best fashion accessory is your self-confidence. And also, for the humor mongers out there, or the people who love to gossip about other people, you love spreading gossip about people just like cheese whiz spread. Well, you need to stop doing this and just try to focus on yourself and just allow others to grow. And if you see some imperfections, maybe you can approach these people and say, here's a constructive criticism, or, something to that effect. Yes. Here's a constructive criticism. Don't imitate me. I'm just kidding. Until next time. See you then. Bye. Chowder.
Las Vegas, here we come.
I can't believe we're all moving to Vegas.
I know, right? It's a dream come true.
Wow, super creepy dude.
He heard you.
What if he has someone locked up in the back of his Semi?
She's gone. Someone took her. Who's that creepy trucker?
What are you doing?
They call me Mother Trucker.